Hey everyone, Jaco here back with another top ranked colonist game. Right now, I'm in the top 20 and everything between number 5 or so and where I'm at is super tightly bunched. So a win here definitely puts me into the top 10 and probably somewhere around number 6 or so. I did lose a few games in a row since my last video, so I decided to play some games off recording in order to get back to the spot on the leaderboard because I want to be showing the games that are at the very top as opposed to the ones that are a little bit lower, like top 50 or so. Since I've already had some games in the top 25 this season, I want to keep it to be at least that high. If you are interested in a video where I go through the games, play back through some of my thoughts, some key moments in the games as like a different form of video, definitely let me know in the comments and would take that into consideration. But for now, gonna go ahead and get into another game and see if we can climb back into the top 10. Here we go. All right, we are into our game. Again in second position. 8-5-10 stands out. 8-4-10, 5-9-10. I think the 5-9-10 is probably going to be where I wind up going just off of initial thoughts. It seems like the 8-5-10 is really nice, and then the 5-9-10 is clearly the next best wheat spot. I could also consider the 4-5-10 since there's not much brick in this game. There are a lot of wood sheep spots together. The thing is, I don't think this 8-10 is going to be available, especially considering that there could be a plow from 8-4-3 to 8-10. So if I do this, I'm probably going to want to point up and hope the 9-10 is available. I think it probably would be, which makes me more interested in the 4-5-10 as a concept. But I want to go ahead and place it out in my head. I think after the 4-5-10, then third would probably take the 8-4-3. I would imagine the sheep port could be pretty useful because something like the 8-4-3 is going to be open, or 6-9-3. Obviously, I don't think the 6-5-11 would be open. I think this would be one of the spots. And then what does this player take with it? Let's assume 8-4-3, 6-5-11 plus 8-4-3, maybe 5-9-12. Yeah, there's going to be better options than the 9-10. So let's go ahead and do this. I normally don't take spots that uh, are more central and don't have, like, this isn't likely to get me to a port. But I think there's just so many good settlements that I know I'm going to have available to me with my next pick that complement this settlement spot very well. And I also believe that I should be able to get this 9-10 as an expansion option. And even though there's not a port, it's a really good spot to expand to double up on the ore. So I think the 8-4-3 and the 6-5-11 or 6-5-12 will be the next two spots taken. At least hypothetically, one of those spots is going to go to fourth, and maybe fourth decides to have that be quote unquote their second settlement to start with those resources. But we'll see what red and orange decide to do here. 6-5-12. So I think that kind of the 8-4-3, even though like the 9-10 might be agnostically the best wheat spot left, I just don't think that's enough for orange to play that position from here with 3 resources, no port, so much ore. That's just not going to make sense, I don't think. So my guess is the 843, and for the same reasons I mentioned earlier when I was talking about my turn, I think this 810 is going to get taken. So if I were orange here, I would probably right now be leaning towards taking the 943 actually, instead of the 843. So that way, with my road, I can point left and go to this 3-1, and get some more sheep production for that sheep port that I would also be working to expand towards, and kind of use the extra sheep to instead of wheat. Let's see if orange agrees with me or decides to do something different. Coordinated 3s also would be nice. Oh, and I am wrong. It does happen sometimes. It looks like orange might be deciding to play this with the same sort of 943, 843 type play. I think the 843 is better and just playing wheatless. But unfortunately, for me, that's not gonna be so nice. Can still build 2 roads towards this 912, but seems like I may have a pointless road. I still think, especially if I pointed left, I still think this 810 would have been taken. But maybe that means I should have taken. I think with the 8-4-10, I don't wind up with wheat, which I was advising orange not to play with wheat. But what happens sometimes, and still gonna be in a pretty good spot, I think, to start out this game. This 10 ore is probably going to be triple shared because I still think that blue is going to go here. And if I'd pointed to the right with this road, I would also be needing to build 2 roads in order to get to a new settlement spot. I think that red, like the 843, it seems like so much ore to not take. But for the same reason that I almost don't know if maybe I want red to get that spot, so that way. Okay, this is going to be interesting for me. So it looks like red's probably playing this wood port idea. So here I'm asking myself, what is blue going to do? I'd really like this 843. And I almost think that I could expand to it. So let me see. I'm thinking about typing in the chat with blue to see what they're thinking. I really don't want to have another useless road because I need to be expanding with this. One option could be taking this 6-3-11 and pointing down, saying I don't really care about the 4-3, and I'll either get the 9-10-11 or the 8-4-3. And I'm kind of leaning towards doing that. I think the 8-4-3, things are just too slow for me. The ports I can expand to aren't that promising. And this is a nice balance. I think that the 3-10-11 is a little bit aggressive. I think I'll be able to build roads, and taking the 3-10-11 I think makes blue more likely to take the 8-4-3 away from me. And I'm also screwed if I play the 3-10-11 because if blue does take here, I think my game's just over because I wouldn't have an expansion spot to go to with either one of my initial settlements. Yeah, I just really want to have a chance at this game. So I think this is the best path forward. If I were blue is going to go ahead and go for the 8-4-3. So this 8-10 is open now, which is interesting. I am going to think about holding on to my road to try and get to that 8-10 first. Or should I go ahead and just get to the 9-10-11 and hope that it's still an option? It's going to be really slow to get to the 8-10. But I think it's worth it. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and play this road so I don't get one of these stolen. If orange decides to go to the 8-10 instead of just taking the 8-3, that would be quite unfortunate. But I should be able to get there first, especially with that 6. pointing out in the chat that we don't want to give blue easy access to sheep, since if blue is able to buy some devs and keep, they're not going to be blocked much unless they're solo blocked, which is kind of annoying. And more merit for them to take this 8-4-3 setup and go sheepless. But I think I might be considering blocking blue anyway, even though it is solo. Not great rolls there. I don't think there's much to do right now. Orange still just has one road, so would need to do quite the trade in order to plow me to the 8-10. Okay, looks like orange got an ore on that steal. I don't think anyone's going to want this. This is to plow me. Okay, don't secure anything. What would red want? Can I do this? Maybe this? Okay. Hopefully orange did not get something that will let them plow me with their dev. I don't think orange is going for the 8-3. But hopefully they're not trying to go for the 8-10. It seems like with their trade, they don't have it unless they get a roll here. Although maybe those 3 sheep are enough to 4-1. I should have blocked orange since they're trying to plow me here. Or at least threaten that. Okay, luckily does not steal the wood. I think I'm feeling like I'm gonna get plowed. 12 cards. Okay. We survive one more go. Okay. Let's go. We are not we could still get plowed, but for now we're surviving. Orange might be able to play 2 roads and settle before I settle, but can't be concerned with that yet. Like, our game's over if we don't get this. So unfortunate that we're having to take this much of a chance. I still think that we don't have a great shot at winning if we go to the 9, 10, 11 first. Okay. We are able to get the road down. I was a little concerned my computer was going to glitch. Orange is just getting so many 9s. Trying to get a wheat, not able to get the trade. Also asked orange why I'm getting robbed, even though red has the wood port. I can understand it for sure, but don't want orange to get tunneled on me just since we were racing for that spot. I'm a little nervous that there's some sort of year of plenty or road builder here. Okay, they are trying to plow me. I should have just stayed quiet there. I'm really nervous this trade goes through. I'm super desperate here. Luckily, blue hasn't said yes yet, so hopefully they will not say yes at all. Calling out that orange already has army. I really need a 5. Okay. Orange forces me to play this extra road, which is really annoying. My game is moving so slowly, but hopefully I'm not blocked anymore. And hopefully I can get road since orange is so far ahead in army with all of these 9s. But I think that orange would have been able to get to the 8-10 on this turn if I hadn't built that road. It was a good 5 block to keep me from being able to settle earlier. Yep, there's the road building. And yep, they would have been able to get there. So not going to have the 9, 10, 11 anymore, which is a bummer. Where are we going to be able to build to? Because it's going to take 2 roads again on our next settlement. We've had to play 3 roads to get this one. But not much I can do about it. Maybe taking the A3-4 with this was better. I think maybe or another mistake, maybe just taking the 5, 9, 10 and not worrying about the 4 brick. Just play 5, 9, 10, get a lot of wheat that's very tradable, and some good ports off of it. We'll see. Orange has high rolled on the 9s, so their game looks better. But I still think taking the 8-4-3 with the 9-4-3 and starting with the ore and playing with the sheep port instead of going for this idea would have been better. Hopefully they're trading a brick. I think I might want this trade anyway. Yeah, so that's part of why I did it. Is I assumed that the trade would be favorable for me. So I don't want to be giving orange easy trades. All right, I've finally done something. Let's see if we can make some sort of comeback here. Game is not over. I'm trying to think now as well. Like, where are we gonna go to next? Are we gonna go up to this 9-12? Are we gonna try and because connecting does not really help us get anywhere in terms of settling. And if we build up, it may just be worth ignoring this road and trying to play for our longest road. It's really important that we city quickly because we need to be higher in production than other people. I think it's likely that blue's the first player to city, but we'll see what happens. With a 10 and a 5, I'm actually already able to city, so maybe it'll be me. You know, why not us? And because the city on the 4, 5, 10 is just massive for us, and hopefully we can outproduce, find some way to get road since no one has a great road network. Yeah, we'll see. But orange is off to a really good start this game. Lots of 9s helping them get army without really any competition. So see if there's anything out there for wheat or brick. I don't think it's worth 3-for-1ing our cards. If I did 3-for-1 something, it would probably be the sheep. I do this with red. Red might want this with the port, and I don't mind helping red out here. Just to get my hand down a little bit. Okay. No dice. We'll see if not 3-for-1ing our sheep for wheat is a mistake. You're more likely to want to hold cards and risk summoning out while you're behind than when you're ahead, because 3-for-1ing and having it, like porting away your cards and having it be for something that you don't wind up wanting, is a small loss, and summoning out is a big loss. Well, that mono gets us down to 7 cards again. Maybe it's good that we didn't trade red stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, when you're behind, sometimes you just need to risk taking a big loss, because if you don't go for that reward, then you might not be able to win anyway if you take the small loss. And we do wind up 7ing out. Let's do this. I think it's the 9. No. Just letting some rolls happen. I think my wood is just going to be blocked a lot, since that's the best place to block. And the wheat too. We're kind of collateral damage on red's most important blocks. So that mono is especially bad for us. Blue was able to buy a dev. Okay, yeah, I'm happy to give blue this sheep, help them dev, and then make sure that red can't cut us off from getting to our next settlement spot. Honestly, like, orange could easily decide to road settle on the ore port, which would again, something else that orange could do to kind of end our game. But hopefully orange decides to just like build roads and try and improve their odds of winning that way, as opposed to going for just like building to 10. The 10 finally rolls, and it's blocked. Orange builds a road not towards us, which is nice, going for the 6-3 instead. Oh, okay. I'll take that. That's a very nice trade for us. Okay. I may be helping the wrong player, but I need to... Yeah, I need to take this. It's too good of a trade for me not to take. And if blue wins first, then they win first. I need the city in order to have a chance myself. I'll take the 2 sheep to be helpful to orange. It could be useful in the future to 3-1, and I really want orange to be able to continue to hold army now. There's the road that I traded blue. Hopefully they're not able to settle this turn as well. By 2 devs. I'll be blocking blue here if I have the chance. Maybe red has a knight. No, I think that they had a chance to play it last turn actually. Okay, so now we're at 7 points. Red's rolls haven't really hit in order to continue making progress. They looked really scary after that mono, especially with the wood port and being able to get 5 wood if they're not blocked. But I'm thinking what OJ needs, what orange needs. Okay, so that's annoying for our road chances. So I think the only place that we can settle, no, we have no more places that we can settle except for like this 4 ore that's 3 roads away. Maybe I can buy some VPs. The 10? 10. Roll a 10. Come on, 10. Nope. No 10. I think that we're going to want to be 3 for 1ing. I agree. I think the 5 is the play. If blue really does have all knights, maybe let's try and pull a VP here. All right. Okay. We're in it. We just need a couple things to go our way. A 10 and we're at 9. 2 10s and we can pull for the win on our turn. Wouldn't that be something? And if it's going to take blue three turns to get army, I think blue should have played a knight if they really have 4 knights and start the process of taking army away from orange. Orange also could pretty easily take road. It's nice that they're not doing so here. Could be for a city. I would rather it be for devs. But I imagine this is to city. Yep. With the 6, it might be good to build another road. See if I can... can I trust... Okay. Fortunately, that would have been really nice if that was a VP. Let's build this road and hope that we can get 10 before blue does. That was really nice to be able to squeeze that extra ore out of blue, even though we only got a knight with it. That's still a card, and keeps us from, it just gives us more playability, increases our odds at winning that much more. And okay, I tried to play a knight, but my computer might have frozen. What rolled? Okay, now do I want to dev again? I think I do. And I'll explain why after I do it. Let's go! We are so in this. Do we want to build another road? I think no. I don't think that orange can win here. And this way, we have an extra shot at getting a VP, which we do. Oh, right. There's a wood port. I was thinking about offering that trade. Okay, so now we need a 10 and a number of rolls could help. Let's see. I do trust blue now that they have knights, since I have 2 of the VPs. Please don't block the 10. Yes, come on. We're so... Okay, we do get stolen from, but a 10 still wins. We can still pull. This is a crazy game. And even though red and orange were telling us not to... Especially orange was telling us not to trade with blue, it was definitely the way to increase my odds of winning the most. At 5 is a really bad roll. I think even though we got the 2 wheat, it's probably going to be better for blue. Okay, so blue wins on their turn. So we're going to have to hope... 10, come on. Ah. Okay. Yeah, we just have to hope that this... Is there any way that we can, what would we need? No, no one's... No, I can't trick anyone to trading me a city. Alright. Blue wins on their turn since they would get army. Come on. Oh, and we get the mono. We would have won if that was in the other order. Now, yeah, let's just hope... Hopefully orange has... a knight. There's the 10. There's finally a 10. Be a knight. Be a knight. We probably win. If orange has... Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay. There's at least 5 wood out there. Thank goodness we didn't put anything in the chat that we would have had a winning roll. Wow. Okay, we get stolen from. So orange has a wheat. Red has at least 2 wheat. So we can mono wheat to win. If we don't get stolen from. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked embargo. Okay, now, so there's 4 wood out there. Maybe I should have built the road. I was thinking that I would have a better chance of citying. Okay, come on. Red has 2 wheat. And orange might not have one. Okay. So we win now. Holy smokes. What a win. What a win. I just want to double check. Red got 2 wheat on their last turn. Or on blue's turn. And then red didn't use it. Holy. What a game. Huh. Whew. That is what it takes to get into the top 10 right there. That is a quality game. Wow, that was the most fun ranked game I think I've had in a long time. And yeah, super excited to be able to post it on YouTube. I'll show you guys the leaderboard in a second. But wow, what a comeback. And like we got it was so difficult for us to play that game. Like we needed to build 6 roads in order to build our extra 2 settlements. And yeah, we made trades while we were behind, and luckily, like orange was just barely not close enough to winning that we could do this, like the first trades, and then blue was just close enough that we could do the other trades, just not close enough. I mean, and blue obviously got really close to winning, and there was definitely some positive variance on our side with devs. Like we got 2 VPs when we weren't, and a mono when we weren't threatening to win with army. We weren't threatening army, so really good devs for us. But you know, sometimes like you just have to take the chances when you're so behind in the game. You're gonna need some variance to go your way. Luckily for us, it did, and we were able to make the right trades as well. There were some key trades throughout the game that we were able to make. Yeah, everything just went our way enough to win. Super fun comeback. I'm sure I made some mistakes, especially early in the game, thinking about the initial settlements. That extra defensive road at the beginning did turn into helping us secure longest road. So that is nice. But yeah, wow, what a game. Trying to get to the leaderboard now. Okay, so I made it to the leaderboard, and I'm realizing now that in my intro, I was accidentally carrying 2 different ones. Apologies, I truly was thinking for some reason that a win would get us up to this 1914 range as opposed to 1904. Up to 13th place, big win within the top 20, and ready to keep climbing above 1900 now. Just 70 points away from taking over first, 1 game away from getting into the top 5. So hopefully that'll be the next video you see. And thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this one, and if there are any moves you would have made differently. Hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever it may be.